Some facts sound so strange that your brain rejects them before the explanation even starts. In this video, every fact is real, every story has a twist, and the first one begins with Russia's secret code. So listen closely, because the weirdest details are usually the ones that turn out to be true. The country code for Russia is a peculiar one. It's not 1-800 Russia, but something far more unexpected. 007. As you might expect, the average person wouldn't immediately associate the world's largest country with the iconic James Bond villain license number. However, this connection isn't just a coincidence. It turns out that when the Soviet Union was still intact, they adopted the code for internal use in the late 1970s. At the time, it was more of an administrative convenience than anything else. The surprising aspect lies in the fact that Russia's country code is identical to Bond's infamous identification number, evoking memories of sophisticated espionage and high-stakes intrigue. Yet, the origin of this code has nothing to do with fictional secret agents or villains, but rather a practical decision made decades ago by Soviet administrators. This incongruous link between a global superpower and a fictional trope makes Russia's country code a fascinating anomaly that adds an unexpected layer of complexity to our understanding of the world's largest country. The human heart is an incredibly efficient pump that generates pressure so strong it can squirt blood up to 30 feet, a distance roughly equivalent to the height of a three-story building. This astonishing feat may seem like science fiction, but it's a stark reminder of the intricate mechanisms at work within our bodies. The sheer force exerted by the heart is capable of propelling blood through our veins with such velocity that if an artery were suddenly released, we'd be splattered with blood, a gruesome demonstration of the cardiovascular system's incredible power. To put this into perspective, consider a powerful water hose spraying water from one end of a football field to the other. It's a remarkable analogy for the heart's capabilities. This mind-boggling fact is a testament to the intricate balance and resilience of the human body, highlighting the awe-inspiring efficiency of our cardiovascular system as it works tirelessly behind the scenes to keep us alive. Iceland's love affair with Coca-Cola is a phenomenon that has left many scratching their heads. The country consumes more of the iconic brand per capita than any other nation, with an astonishing 600 bottles for every person in Iceland. What makes this even more surprising is that one would expect the rugged and natural landscape of Iceland to be reflected in its cultural preferences. However, it all comes down to history and American influence. After World War II, American soldiers stationed in Iceland introduced Coca-Cola to the island nation, which quickly gained popularity among locals. The brand's unique taste and nostalgic value evoked a bygone era that appealed to the Icelandic people. Today, this unusual affinity for Coca-Cola has sparked debate among locals about its cultural significance, with some viewing it as a symbol of Americanization and loss of identity, while others see it as a harmless indulgence in a country known for its natural wonders. Tehran, the capital of Iran, has become a financial anomaly in recent years, earning its title as the most expensive city on earth. On paper, this seems ironic, considering the country's reputation for being one of the most affordable destinations worldwide. At first glance, it may seem puzzling that a city from such an economically conservative nation would be rivaling those of more developed countries in terms of cost of living. However, digging deeper reveals a complex web of economic factors contributing to this anomaly. The city's skyrocketing prices are largely driven by its unique blend of geography and politics. Proximity to Iraq and other conflict zones has led to a surge in international demand for goods and services, fueling inflation. Additionally, years of sanctions and strict trade regulations have created an artificial scarcity of essential commodities, further driving up costs. The combination of these factors has resulted in Tehran becoming a city where the price of even basic necessities far surpasses those found in other global metropolises. Some facts sound like they belong in a fake trivia book, but this one is real. 14% of all facts and statistics are made up, and 27% of people know that fact. The reason it works so well is that it does more than give the audience a random piece of trivia. It makes something ordinary feel strange for a moment, and that is what keeps people listening. When a fact surprises us, our brain immediately tries to explain it. That little gap between what we expected and what is actually true is where curiosity comes from. So instead of rushing past the information, it is worth slowing down and asking why it feels so unusual. Sometimes the explanation comes from history, sometimes from science, and sometimes from the weird way humans have named, measured, or misunderstood the world around them. Either way, the interesting part is not only that the fact exists, but that it changes the way the audience looks at the subject afterwards. That is why facts like this are memorable. They're simple enough to understand quickly, but strange enough to stick in your head long after the video moves on. The top 3 health-related searches on the internet are a telling reflection of humanity's collective anxieties. At number 1, we have depression, a mental health condition that affects millions worldwide, but still shrouded in stigma. Coming in second, allergies, an overreaction of our immune system to everyday substances, often dismissed as trivial or annoying by those who don't suffer from it. And third on the list is cancer, a disease that evokes fear and dread across cultures. What's surprising about these results is not just their prevalence, but also the contrast they present to our online habits. While we spend hours scrolling through memes, cat videos, and celebrity gossip, our digital footprints reveal a more somber truth. We're concerned about our mental health, our body's reactions to the environment, and the possibility of illness lurking within us. This juxtaposition highlights the complexities of human nature. We may indulge in frivolous entertainment online, but deep down, we're searching for answers to life's most pressing questions. When you think of boats, you likely imagine luxurious vacations or leisurely cruises, but the reality is starkly different. A staggering 70% of all boats sold are used for fishing, a far cry from the glamorous images we often associate with watercraft. This may come as a surprise to many, as the boating industry tends to cater to those seeking recreational activities like sailing or yachting. However, the demand for fishing boats is driven by a vast and dedicated community of anglers who rely on these vessels for their sport. From small rivers and lakes to open oceans, fishing enthusiasts are drawn to boats that can navigate diverse aquatic environments and equip them with the gear needed to reel in their catch. The dominance of fishing boats in sales highlights the enduring appeal of this age-old pastime, which continues to attract millions worldwide despite its often overlooked status within mainstream popular culture. In the insect kingdom, there's one creature that has earned a notorious reputation for its ability to survive in the most inhospitable environments. The cockroach is often viewed as a symbol of filth and disease. But what's truly astonishing about these pests is their remarkable capacity to endure even the most extreme forms of physical trauma. A severed head may seem like the ultimate blow for any living creature, yet some species of cockroaches can live several weeks without their brain or nervous system intact, shocking scientists who are still trying to comprehend how they manage to survive with what would be a fatal wound for most other animals. This incredible ability allows them to continue breathing, walking, and even eating despite having no functional head, leading experts to wonder about the intricate mechanisms that govern their survival. As it turns out, cockroaches have an extremely efficient circulatory system and can even absorb oxygen directly through their exoskeleton, allowing them to cheat death for a surprisingly long time.